Everybody, I hope you're all doing great out there. Coming to you live from Los Angeles. And this morning, I wanted to go in and talk to you guys about the upcoming UFC fight between Kelvin Gastelum and Jared Cannonier and what I think is going to happen in that fight. I just want to say right off the bat, guys, that I actually do not have anything in front of me. I'm just making this video off the top of my head. I know the fight between those two are gonna be is gonna be on August 21. I'm not exactly sure of the time, but I'll go ahead and update it in the comment section or in the description section. I mean, but um, as to who I believe who would win between Jared Cannonier and Kelvin Gastelum. Well, I think actually in the first place, I think it's gonna be a good fight. They're both strikers for the most part. I think Jared Cannonier is about 8 or 9 years older than Kelvin Gastelum, and I know Jared Cannonier and both Kelvin Gastelum are in the top 10, if I'm not mistaken. Again, I don't have anything in front of me because I'm not exactly sure what the rankings are. But other than that, I personally believe that the winner between the two fighters would be Kelvin Gastelum, and the reason why I say that is because this guy's got a chin, number one, and you need to have a chin to be able to stay in the fight game. Because if you don't, and you get touched and you go to sleep, that's not going to work out, right? So, I think Kelvin Gastelum has a chin. Jared Cannonier is going to have to be really creative in order to be able to use his distance to keep Gastelum away and just try to strike him out and just damage him over time. But I think Kelvin Gastelum has the knockout power. I believe this fight will end in a TKO. I'm not exactly sure if it's a 3 or 5 round fight, but again, that's something for me to find out. But if it's a 5 round fight, I feel like the advantage would be more closer to Jared Cannonier because I think he has a long range and Kelvin likes to take a lot of damage, unfortunately. But if it's just a 3 round fight, then I believe Kelvin has more of an advantage because I don't think Jared has that good of a chin compared to Kelvin. And I know Kelvin, has some power in his hand. He's small, short, and bulky, but you know what? Kelvin's a good fighter. He's been in the game for a while. One of the best fights I've personally seen, guys, was Israel Adesanya against Kelvin Gastelum. At $1,000 up, it was 2-2 going into the fifth round. I was literally hopping up and down, and Adesanya was able to take it. And ever since then, Kelvin Gastelum has been the type of fighter that I would always enjoy watching. So if Kelvin is able to get himself back up into the rankings and put himself in a position where he's closer to a title shot, that will definitely make things more interesting. But as of right now, Jared Cannonier is his opponent. And as for Jared Cannonier himself, he's also ranked in the top 10. So he's got some good striking capabilities. He definitely has the knockout power too to take out Gastelum. And it'll actually be quite interesting because Gastelum likes to take a lot of damage just because I guess it's the way he fights based on what I've seen whenever he fought. But if he's able to really clinch with Jared Cannonier and just try to go for the knockout, I think that would be a better strategy instead of trying to outscore him because I feel like Jared is actually going to be the better fighter to do that. So, again, 3 round fight, I lean more towards what's his face, Kelvin Gastelum, and the 5 round fight, I believe that Jared Cannonier can take it. And just to quickly add also, it also matters as to which fighter is more hungry. So realistically, I feel like Kelvin is hungry. He's definitely got a chance to get up there and get back up into the rankings. He's 29 years old, so he's not even 30 yet. So I think Kelvin Gastelum has a good chance to get back as to where he was whenever he was fighting Adesanya for the belt. So, or I don't even remember if that was for the belt or not. But yeah, that fight was absolutely amazing. So again, guys, uh, I mean, Adesanya was a good fighter against Kelvin, but Jared Cannonier is no Israel Adesanya. So I think Kelvin will go ahead and win that fight. But again, this is the fight game. Anything can happen, and I would not be surprised if Jared Cannonier wins, because I just think, in my opinion, that Kelvin Gastelum is going to win, just because of the statistics and their fight styles. And I feel like Jared Cannonier doesn't really have a chin, which is the real reason why I think Kelvin is going to win. But then again, we're going to have to see how Kelvin fares against Jared Cannonier, because Kelvin Gastelum has taken a lot of damage, and Jared Cannonier not only has a lot of power, not only has very good striking abilities in terms of his skill, but he's also very powerful and big. So we'll see how things play out. And then there's also the whole leg kick factor now, right, guys? That's something that's beginning to be more of a technique to use, especially in the first round and second one, to gain some form of an advantage over your opponent in the later rounds, especially if it's a 5-round fight. So again, if it's a 5-round fight, which I'm not really sure about, Jared has a better chance, but I still don't think he'll win. But in a 3-round fight, I think Kelvin would definitely take it. So let me know, guys, as to what you guys believe, as to which fighter you guys believe is gonna win. Now, there's no event this week, because usually when they do like a actual big UFC event and not like a fight night, they would usually skip the week after. So this previous weekend, we had the Derek Lewis and Cyril Gane fight, in which Cyril Gane dominated Derek Lewis in a one-sided beatdown, in my opinion. But as for this next fight, which is pretty much the next event for coming from the UFC, I would say that it's gonna be a good night. There's a legend that's fighting. Why am I? Oh, here we go. Clay Guida's fighting Mark Madsen, I believe, where Mark Madsen is 10-0, and where Clay Guida is actually, relatively old for himself in the fight game, but has a lot of experience too. So that'll be quite interesting as to which fighter will win in the co-main event, which is the Clay Guida and Mark Madsen fight. Because I know Mark Madsen is 10-0, and Clay Guida has a crazy record. He's been fighting all his life for the most part. So other than that, I mean, there's a heavyweight that's fighting as well, but it's going to be an exciting night. I mean, for the most part, guys, make sure you tune in and watch it. Let me know as to who you guys believe is going to win. Let me know if you guys are placing bets. Let me know who you guys are betting on, because this fight game, anything can honestly happen. Whether it's the first round, second round, third round. I mean, I'm a big fan of mixed martial arts and being in shape and, knowing how to fight, even though I don't like to fight, though I'm very good at it. But yeah, this sport is very entertaining, guys. I really appreciate you guys for subscribing and dropping comments and liking my videos. But other than that, tell me who's gonna win, Jared Cannonier or Kelvin Gastelum, because they're in the top 10 for their weight class. So it's really gonna come down to how they utilize their skills, because again, leg kicks are pretty much being more utilized nowadays. It seems like everybody's going for leg kicks in the first few rounds now, just to get the advantage over their opponent as much as they can, right? I mean, anything to win, right? Except illegal blows, right? But other than that, I mean, guys, it's going to be August 21. Again, Kelvin Gastelum is going to win. I'll probably make another video explaining more thoroughly as to why once I get a laptop in front of me. I'm just in my car right now. But other than that, I'm gonna have to go right now, and I'll catch you guys later. But drop those comments and let me know as to who you guys believe is gonna win. And if you guys wanna also throw in your opinion regarding the Clay Guida and Mark Madsen fight, then that'll definitely be one that I'd look forward to reading too. Because in that fight I haven't really decided yet, because Clay Guida's true legend. The last fight he had, he won, and he played it very smart. So we'll see how he comes out this time around, and whether he'll utilize the history of the skills, because Clay's a true legend, and he's a seasoned fighter, even though he's relatively old compared to the other fighters. But guys, up until later on today, I'll catch you guys later. Peace.